Hi, welcome to World Sports Weekly. I'm your host, Natalie Rydström. Brazil will host France on June 9th at the Arena de Grêmio for an international friendly match. Brazil are the bookies' favourites at 1.6, courtesy of BetVictor. Now, these two teams have met twice before. The first time was for the World Cup quarter-finals in 2006, where Brazil lost 1-0. Brazil came up short again 5 years later in a friendly match with a 1-0 loss in France. Now, here with us to discuss the match is sportswriter and regular SBR Forum contributor Nila Amerova. Nila, thanks for joining us.
Hi, Natalie. Nice to see you again.
Now, looking at Brazil's last 5 performances in the international friendlies, they've scored a total of 11 goals, finding the net in every outing, despite managing just 1 win against Bolivia and drawing in the others. Now, how has Brazil looked to you so far?
They look good to me, Natalie, despite the draws. Friendlies aren't really about winning so much as they are about giving coaches an opportunity to preview players, find the right mix that will eventually make the final cut that they'll send to the World Cup, as well as work out various formations and lines that they're going to use. So to me, Brazil has looked good. They've done the important things. They've scored. They've lost few matches. So I think they're in good shape right now.
Okay, well, talking about World Cup here, Brazil are the favourites to win the competition. Paripá have odds of 4.5 for them to outright win. Now, does this sound like a good bet to you, or is it a little too early to tell?
I think it's a good bet, personally. And it's never too early to tell with Brazil, I think, especially at this, considering their quality at this level. And it's better actually to get in on a great team as Brazil, a team that has a storied history on the World Cup stage earlier rather than later, especially if they start to pick up in form and start to improve. Their odds are only going to get out of reach. So when you get a low enough price on them, I think that's the right time to definitely bank on them.
Now, France's achievements in their last 5 matches have been a little bit more sporadic. They've lost 2, they've drawn 1 and won 2, and they've only managed 7 goals. Now, what have you made of their play so far?
Yes, Natalie, they've been kind of all over the place, I would say, recently. Consistency has definitely been an issue with them, and that makes them kind of unimpressive to me right now. Going into this sort of Latin swing for friendly matches that France is going into right now, another thing that I think is going to have an impact on France and sort of on their results is the fact that Coach Didier Deschamps has chosen a young squad for the South American tour, an inexperienced crop of players, 10 of which have less than 10 international appearances under their belt, and only 4 players have 30 or more. So it's going to be interesting to see what sort of output this French team, or this installment of a French team, will actually produce in the next batch of sort of friendly games that we're going to see.
Now, Nila, what's your bet on this game? Where can we find the value?
Good question, Natalie. I kind of tossed with this one a bit, but I think what sort of made the decision for me is the fact that Didier Deschamps is bringing sort of a relatively untried and inexperienced team to Brazil, one of the greatest nations in football. And that leads me to believe that betting or backing France for the win is going to be quite the long shot. It is sort of what the bookies are saying as well too. A draw result would be a great achievement for France if this young crop of players can do that, and that would be quite the statement to make, and especially since they're trying to impress their coach, that would be a great achievement. But again, I think that's still a long shot. So the way I see this match is really falling in line with the market. Brazil to win, and to win 2-0 is sort of the way that I'm going with this match.
All right, okay. Nila, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.